Hi YouTube, it's Jessica from Bubbly Me, and today I'm going to be starting my intro for my tea series, which I'm very excited about because I love tea, and thankfully in the last couple of years it's been really becoming a new fad in our society. And so I'm going to be starting off with the intro today, and then I'll be going into comparing loose leaf teas to the packaged teas, and then going on to instruments that you use to make tea, how the best way to make it, and then just going through all the different styles of tea. There are many different options to choose from, and it's just a large variety and sometimes can get confusing. So I'll be going into each different style of tea that are offered. So I thought I'd give you a little background on tea. So I started out in China, where they mainly drink green tea, which is obviously the most healthiest style of tea. But either way, it stayed in China for a while before it spread to the rest of Asia. And then it was brought to Europe during the 16th century by Portuguese. And it just boomed after the 16th century. And wherever the Europeans went, they brought their tea with them. It grew quite a bit in India because the conditions are so primary for tea. And it just kept growing after that, and it still stays prevalent in our society today. And I know for me, maybe not for others, but I grew up drinking tea with my grandparents, and it was always afternoon tea and cookies and such. And it's a nice tradition, and it kind of is developed over the last couple of years into more of we're modern tea drinkers. So there are disadvantages and advantages of tea. Now, the one that has the most advantage would obviously be green tea, because it has the most healthy products in it. And the worst tea for you is actually black tea, which is actually more popular than any other tea out there. But either way, the disadvantages of tea is the amount of caffeine that you have in it, because it doesn't matter how little caffeine, unless if you're having a herbal tea, there will always be caffeine in it. And caffeine can cause headaches and jitters, which in the long run is really not good for you. And the other interesting disadvantage of tea is that it can reduce the iron absorption in your body. So instead, the iron will stick to the tyanic acid rather than being absorbed into your body, and it just kind of gets flushed right out. For many people, that might not be a disadvantage, but I know for me, because I have anemia, it is a disadvantage. And I just careful with that. I just try not to drink black tea while I'm having dinner. So I'll have it either 2 hours before I have dinner or after. There isn't really a time. It's kind of like whenever your food is digested. I can tell because I can feel when my food is being digested. So you just kind of monitor it yourself. But there's a lot of positive health benefits for tea. And I know it's been correlated for losing weight, and a lot of people use it for detoxes. And I know I have a tea that I drink in the morning that's a detox that I get from sage. But I'll go into that later, because it's part of herbal teas. And of course, green tea has the highest health benefits to it. But all the teas, are good for you. There's ones that have slightly better advantages in certain areas and slightly better ones in other areas. I hope you come back next week. I'm going to start going into comparing loose leaf tea to packaged tea. And I know it's been a huge debate over the last couple of years, just because there's a huge price difference as well, and which one's healthier for you. So I'm going to go into that in my next episode, and I hope see you guys soon, and have a good summer. Bye!